Good afternoon. So the budget speech in South Africa is happening at the moment, and I got some interesting questions on Twitter for my video today. Just a couple of my thoughts around the budget speech. Some of these questions are, what should I listen out for? Big ones are going to be obviously the sin taxes, for those of you that like to drink and smoke. Levy increases on fuel, so petrol and diesel, as well as then obviously direct taxes on your personal income tax, the company tax rates, VAT will be a very big one. And then lastly, what changes should I make or how should I adjust accordingly? That's a very personal one. So that we need to look at in your individual circumstance. There's many tax breaks allowable within the framework of the Income Tax Act. So that would be something that we'd have to sit together and go through. But some easy examples there is making contributions to your tax-free savings account or tax-free investment account. There you're allowed to make 33,000 Rand a year and that grows tax-free. I would also recommend obviously maxing out your contributions to retirement savings. These would be your pension fund, provident fund, and retirement annuities. And obviously looking at creating the most efficient allocation of your funds within the funds selected. So low cost is always the best answer, but it's never to compromise then on decent and significant returns. So let me give you just a little bit of feedback now on what was discussed in the budget. First one, VAT is not going to change. Thankfully, it's staying at 15%. The governor there has decided not to increase VAT this time around. Who knows what might happen next year? Right, the thresholds on your personal income tax. So this at the moment is for people under the age of 65, is 79,000 Rand. So that first 79,000 Rand of income you earn is tax-free. This is now increasing to 83,100. That's for you lot that are under 65. Should you be between 65 and 74, it's going to increase from 122,300 Rand to 128,600 Rand. And if you're over the age of 75, it's going to increase to 143,850 bucks from 136,750. So those are quite nice jumps there for you. And the rebates have also all gone up. I'm not going to go through each number individually, but those are definitely have increased as well. The one that drinkers and smokers are going to be interested in, beer is going up at 8 cents per can. Wine is going to range between 14 cents and 61 cents. Increase in sin tax for a 750 ml bottle of your favorite. Ciders and alcoholic beverages are going up at 8 cents per can. Spirits, that's for me unfortunately, I'm the whiskey drinker, and that's going up at 2.89 Rand per 750 ml bottle. Smokers, hold on, this might cause you to light one up. It's going to go up by 74 cents for a pack of 20. Perhaps time to quit. You can invest that money. It's a tax break too. Cigarette tobacco, 82 cents per 50 grams. Pipe tobacco, 40 cents per 25. And cigars is a massive one at 6.73 Rand per 23 grams. Fuel, unfortunately, the general fuel levy is going to increase by 16 cents a litre. The road accident fund will increase by 9 cents. And no jokes, but it kicks in on the 1st of April 2020. So that's going to take your general fuel levy to 3.70 Rand per litre for petrol and 3.55 Rand per litre for diesel. And the road accident levy now in total will be 2.07 Rand on a litre of petrol or diesel. Depends which fuel source you use for your vehicle. Plastic bag levy, that also is going up considerably. At the moment it's at 12 cents. It's going to go up to 25 cents from the 1st of April. Interesting figures over there. Income tax rate for companies staying at 28%. There's obviously some slight adjustments here for personal income tax, and there's decreases in transfer duty. Isn't that nice? So when you're buying or selling your property, well, more buying, the sellers don't pay this, but the buyers do. There's been a decrease in transfer duty, so those bands have changed around a little bit. Once again, should you want all of this info, I have it available. And then lastly, I think, which is some important figures for those of you that either are on social grants or support family that are on social grants. Can tell you now, state old age grant, that's going to go from 1780 to 1860. The old age grant again, but for over 75s, increases to 1880. The disability grant becomes 1860, and the child support grant increases by 20 Rand up to 445 Rand a month. Those will also increase from April the 1st this year. So, ladies and gents, lots of numbers, lots of figures there. What does it mean for you? We'll have to look at that and do some calculations. Obviously, the highlight there is there's above inflation adjustments on the tax brackets and rebates. So this should result in real personal income tax relief for all of us, hopefully. And if you need some help with those numbers, do just reach out. That's what I'm here for. Unfortunately, obviously, there's general fuel levy increases, inflation adjustments for transfer duty, so there's no effective transfer duties payable on purchases up to 1 million Rand. The smokers and drinkers, we're going to pay more. The good news, I know I said earlier, tax-free accounts, the limit is 33 grand a year. Great news, it's been increased. Wonderful. It's now 36,000 Rand of contributions. Please make use of this. You don't have to contribute the maximum, and this is often a question that comes up when I have interactions and consultations with clients. The max is 36,000 Rand a year. This is kicking in from the 1st of March of contributions, ladies and gentlemen, not of growth. So what's important to remember here is you can put in up to 36 grand a year. You don't have to. I've got many clients that only put in $500 a month. That's only 6 grand a year. It's just going to take you much longer to reach the lifetime limit. That hasn't been changed. That's still $500,000, but that's still only a problem in 14 to 16 years time, depending when you started your tax-free account. Remember though, there is no limit on growth. So the beauty of the tax-free investment accounts is that all your interest, all your capital growth, and all your dividends are tax-free. And that's the wonderful part of this investment product, and why I believe almost everybody should have one. Why almost everybody? Well, it depends when you may need those funds. So if you've got a long-term time frame, and for me this is 10 to 15 years and longer, please make use of a tax-free account. If your investment time frame is 2 to 5 years, don't, because you're actually saving. You're not investing. So you won't benefit from the benefits within that tax-free investment structure. And then obviously they're putting in some other incentives for corporates that we'll have to unpack in another video. I hope you found this of value. I hope you found my comments and suggestions worthwhile. I'm looking forward to having a chat to you and helping you create a tax-efficient financial plan.